Hey there. I haven't made a video in almost a week because I've been really overwhelmed and I still wanted to talk a little bit. It's just that a lot of the things that are on my mind are not necessarily positive, and it's all very repetitive, and I started to think like, ugh, probably nobody wants to hear you whine and complain about how hard things are, and also complain and whine and process your last relationship and just talk incessantly about your ex. But then if I don't do that, it's just going to be inside of me stewing, and it's not productive, and I do need to process externally sometimes. So sorry for that. Genuinely. Uh I feel like they've forgotten me already, and obviously I don't know if they have forgotten me. There's no way to know that. We're currently on like the 3 months no contact that we agreed on. So that's difficult because we were gonna go to Olive Garden, and I was really looking forward to that, and then all of a sudden they didn't want to go anymore, and so we didn't get to go. And then that just, you know, spiraled into 3 months now of not talking. I mean, this is just the first month. Like, they left on the 20th. The agreement was that they leave on the 20th, and that starts the 3 months of us no contact. So I guess it's only been like 7 days, but that still is really difficult because it feels so much longer than it has been, I guess. And I think, like, what, 3 months of this? Are you kidding me? This is like agonizing because I don't know. They were going to take the 3 months and then let me know, like, do they want to be my friend? Do they want me as a partner? Like, what would that look like? And that's nerve-wracking for me. And like, there's parts of me that definitely still want them as a partner, and then there's me, and I'm currently just feeling really hurt and confused, and I think like a little angry. And although I'm probably going through like the stages of grief, if that makes sense. So, however I feel right now is likely not the finished product. Like, meaning decisions should not be made based off of the way that I'm feeling currently, as it's not the finished product. But I'm I'm just feeling confused and shitty, and I wish that there was a way to know that they missed me. I wish there was a way to know that, like, they still think of me, that, like, when they're out and about and they see things that remind them, of me, they think of me, because I do that all the time. Um, every time I see, like, checker pattern anything, or Halloween, or, like, or Blue's Clues, makes me think of them. And also red roses, and I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes it felt like so one-sided, and it in part was kind of one-sided because there were, because we're both systems, we both have DID, so there were alters in their system that didn't feel romantic towards me, and so I guess that created that feeling of like one-sidedness a bit. Um, and sometimes I felt like I just dissociate like too heavily. Well, pertaining to the last relationship, like the one with Kai, I think like as a part, I am just very dissociative. There are other parts that, although we do like dissociate in general, they are more grounded. I feel like I'm in a haze, I'm in a dream all of the time. And I have a lot of lag time when it comes to responding to people verbally, and sometimes I just can't process anything at all. And I think that my inability to process things was really hurtful to Kai. Um, just the way that I perceive it. And I feel very guilty because I know that I should have been more present when they needed to talk about difficult things. And it wasn't that I didn't want to talk about the difficult things. It's just that I'm so out of it, and I really did try, but I don't think that I did well enough. And that's something that I'm hoping I can decrease in therapy, is like the dissociation, like, so I can be more present and I can be a better friend and a better partner. But that's something that I think about a lot. Ugh. Dizzy. I feel all dizzy. Oh, we're making a video. Okay, I guess that's something we could do. So I'm just feeling really weird. So like, we have this friend that we've been hanging out with, and he's really kind and thoughtful, and he knows that we have DID, and he's really just incredibly kind. He did research on DID. He asks me questions. He can sort of tell who's who, and like when switches happen, he's intuitively noticed that mentioning certain alters by name can bring them to the front. Just very observant, and I really appreciate that. I guess like one of the conflicts I'm experiencing is like, I'm starting to feel like I like him, like romantically. And we said that we would wait for Kai, and well, at least the 3 months, that we would wait the 3 months, and then we would see like how they were feeling, if they want to be with us, if they don't, if they just want to be friends. And like, I think that we're gonna keep that promise, just because I don't want to be a hypocrite, and like, I think integrity is important, but I do just want to process the fact that I do kind of worry, like, I don't know, I don't want to wait and then find out that they like don't want us. And also on the other hand, I'm not even sure if like, I don't know how I'd feel to be in a relationship with them. I don't know what that would look like. And I've been feeling like if things were to work with Kai, I would have to compromise on a lot of like aspects of what I need in a partnership, and like who I am as a person, in order to make it work. And I don't really want to keep self-sacrificing in that way. It's something that I've done a lot in my life, and I'm not saying that this is Kai's fault. They never once like asked me to do that. I have a problem with denying my own needs. But yeah, it's not that I don't love them, because I do with all of my heart, but I do sometimes think we may not be compatible. And like, not a slight against them, not a slight against me, just like a possible facts. I'm still processing everything. Um, but like, yeah, um, I don't want to like rush right into a relationship either, like at all, because if I'm honest, the relationship with Kai was rushed, and they also believe it was rushed, because it definitely was, and I wasn't really there for the decision making process, if that makes sense. I sort of just realized at some point that like we were dating them based off of the conversations and all of that I was overhearing. And I was cool with that because I sort of just go with the flow. Um, which brings me back to me kind of like not asserting my own needs. Um, which is something that like Kai's system is incredibly good at, and something that like I look to for inspiration regarding um, standing up for yourself and setting boundaries. But yeah, I really like our friend. He's pretty cute. He's pretty sweet. And I'm gonna go with him to his friend's birthday party on the 1st of February. And that's going to be at an arcade. That will be at Dave & Buster's. So I'm really excited. I really like arcades. They're fun. So I slept meh last night, and that was not so fun for me. I don't sleep very good. It's like, I guess just the rule. If you're me, you're not allowed to sleep well. You just don't get good sleep. Also, I keep having nightmares, and they suck so bad. I would really like a nightmare-free night. That would be so cool. And I'd also like a daymare-free day, but doesn't seem like I get that. Um, yeah. I don't know what else to say. I kind of want food. Um, Farewell.